There are four primary reasons that so many people are constipated, and most people aren't aware of these, but they should be. Hi, my name is Phil. I'm with Silver Fern Brand. We are a gut health company. Before you go and get stuck on laxatives, before you go and you try and take a product to stimulate your system, even for me, please be aware of the basic four things you need to do in order to be regular. And I find out even most medical professionals, which I thought would know these things, aren't aware of all of these things, okay? All right, number one, roughly 60-75% of Americans are deficient in water. They're just simply dehydrated. So first thing is free. You just go drink a lot of water. You make sure you're getting adequate amounts of water. That you should be getting, 90 to 125 ounces of water a day, okay? There's the first thing. Number two, movement, walking. Roughly 80 to 90% of Americans don't move enough. They're not moving. So like if you're getting less than 5,000 steps a day, that's not enough. You should be getting 7,000 to 10,000 steps per day. I think from what they say, it works best if you're walking after you eat, but walk. Number three, fiber. 95% of Americans are not getting enough fiber. A woman should be, now I'm going optimal here, but a woman should be getting 30 to 40 grams of fiber a day. A man should be getting between 40 and 50 grams of fiber a day. I acknowledge that's very difficult to get from food. I will provide a suggestion on what to do if you're not getting that from food. That being said, there's a lot of foods like almonds, raspberries, broccoli. There are different types of foods that have higher amounts of fiber in them, right? So most people aren't getting enough fiber. I'm going to answer a few basic fiber questions really quick. Some people like fiber causes constipation. Fiber causes constipation, one, if you're not getting the right type of fiber, and two, if you're dehydrated. If you're getting the right type of fiber and you're drinking plenty of water and you don't suddenly just load up on fiber like 40 grams in one day, you're not going to be constipated. You take the right fiber, take it with plenty of water, get fully hydrated that day, and then ease into it, and you will not get constipated from fiber, okay? Okay, so that's number three. Number four, this one is a little surprising, actually. I learned this one recently. A lot of people in the world are eating too much food. I fall into that camp. I enjoy food. Most Americans, from what I can observe, are eating too much food. That being said, a lot of people are simply constipated because their volume of food is not sufficient to have the system move stuff through. So you're not gonna, so let's say you go take something like Motility to turn, this is a great product for constipation, by the way. It turns the system on, does it correctly, it's not a laxative. So it's helping parasympathetic nervous system, bile secretion, peristalsis, all of those things. Really good product. But if there's nothing to move through the system, because all you're drinking is protein drinks and protein bars all day, and you're in such a state of starvation and calorie deficit that there's nothing to move through, of course you're going to be constipated. Okay, now I'm going to give a suggestion on the fiber and the volume of food, but be mindful if there's nothing to push through, obviously you're going to be constipated. So I can't even tell you how many people I've tried to help. We got to the end of the day and I was like, are you eating? And they were like, well, yeah. And then when I looked at what they're eating, I'm like, holy shit, you're not eating enough to go shit. And so that's where we started. So be aware, you got to get volume. All right, so here's what we suggest. Obviously, drink enough water. Number two, please walk. Just move, damn it. Just walk more, especially after you eat. And then next, consider ultimate fiber. So I realize a lot of people right now are trying to lose weight. They're on these high protein, carnivore, keto diets and all those things, okay? Fair enough. And I realize you don't want to spike glucose, insulin. You want to stay effectively zero net carbs. You don't want to be bumped out of ketosis, whatever. You want stuff that you can eat your cake and you can get your cake and eat it too. You can get both, which is kind of cool, right? So ultimate fiber is 15 grams of low FODMAP, which means highly tolerable, soluble fiber. This is the fiber that skips the small intestine, slowly ferments through the colon. It fuels the correct type of bacteria. It is the optimal type of fuel for your microbiome for insulin sensitivity, insulin signaling, fat burning, satiety, hunger control, all of those things. And it's clean. It's got three ingredients. There's literally no other ingredients. When you read it and it's like other ingredients and it says none, it literally means none. There's 3 clinically studied ingredients of very tolerable fiber, all shown to help with satiety, the gut barrier, inflammatory responses, leaky gut. It helps with all of that. So and constipation and diarrhea. By the way, diarrhea, if you're not getting enough soluble fiber, that's also a cause of diarrhea. Okay, so some people have constipation and diarrhea. This helps with both of those things. All right, so that's what we're proposing with Ultimate Fiber, is a very tolerable, digestive friendly fiber. I mean, there's good fibers, but like take the, I'm not picking on this, by the way. It's Mirror Fiber. The deck looks clean. I think this is from the makers of Miralax, right? So, but it's inulin. If I wanted to play a practical joke on someone, I would have them take 30 to 40 grams of inulin. That would be kind of funny, actually. And then Metamucil is the most popular product. I think it's good, and it's got, I think it's 6 grams of fiber. Benefiber is roughly 6 grams of fiber, super popular. I put those more, so inulin's actually a moderate grade fuel. I put this Benefiber, the wheat, I think it's wheat dextrin in it. That'd be a low grade fuel. That's just a bulk fiber. This stuff is a high grade fuel for your microbiome. It's got just studies galore on it. So great fiber, very affordable. The correct way I would suggest if you're trying to both diet and get adequate amounts of fiber, or if you're just trying to get adequate amounts of fiber in a digestive friendly way, even if you have SIBO and IBS, start with this, start slowly, work your way up. You're welcome. Bye.